Usually the Greek gods are seen as good guys, but in Fortnite Season 2 they are not. It is shown that Zeus is trying to destroy all of humanity,
Zeus's wrath is upon you.
leaving us to wonder why. And a bunch of mysteries that have just been brought up are about to be solved. A brand new secret about Odyssey, and the return of Midas' whole group. Start off with the question, how did we get here? Last season, a hand came out of the ground holding a suspicious box. Valeria was the one wanting this box, and she's the one that summoned it. When this box was opened, it revealed the spirits of the dead. She caused all of this ruckus, and then now Hope is saying that she just disappeared. She made a dramatic exit. But with Pandora's box being opened, this leads the Greek gods to come to our island to try to stop us. But not only does Zeus want to stop Pandora's box, he actually wants to end all of mankind.
So Zeus wants to end mortal kind.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal.
There are challenges coming up that have voice lines from someone named the Oracle. The Oracle gives us a prophecy of
Darkening skies, choking dust.
and Zeus's wrath, and she tries to help us prevent this. Zeus is mad at us for opening Pandora's box, and he wants to punish us. And Zeus has actually started getting rid of mortals, starting with the society. I mean, it works in our favor, but he just straight up went in and destroyed all of the society. While on the other hand, there is some mysterious stuff going on with Midas. Marigold just showed up on the island, and she is seen gathering up Midas's old group, such as Brutus, Sky, Tiantina, Meowscles, and Jules. She tells them all that I think I've found him, he's close. And she tells Jules, your father is on this island, I just know it. Marigold has been searching for Midas, and finally she has been led back to our island. But it's not for the reason you would think. Midas hasn't been here all along. No, in fact, Midas was in the underworld this whole time. And if you need proof, here we go. Midas's dialogue line says, "You've heard it right, I'm back. It's very nice to see you again. You have my attention, don't waste it. This island was always too small for my ambitions. I don't fear the gods, no power is absolute. Hades thought he could keep me trapped, he would have been the first." This means that Midas was in the underworld this whole time. Maybe after messing with the spirit realm in chapter 2, season 4, Hades said, nah, no more of that, and he trapped him down there. A funny Easter egg that you can notice on the island is actually in the underworld location. There is a golden reboot card on the floor in a prison cell. This indicates that maybe Midas died in the underworld and we actually have to go back and save him. And that's exactly what Marigold is doing. Marigold has gathered up Midas's old team, and they have formed the Shadow group again. In the yacht, you can actually see the Shadow logo, and that's a new thing that we need to talk about. During this season, we will use Midas's old group to make a distraction for Marigold, because Marigold wants to take back her yacht. This challenge tab is called the Great Marigold Yacht Heist. Tiantina says we need to give the boss cover to get away with the Marigold. And I mean loud cover. And the challenge is blow up a fuel pump. Meowscles' description is distraction, huh? How about let's chase that bird? And the challenge is catch a golden chicken. Marigold says, I told you one day I'd need a skilled driver. Let's have some fun. Sky's description says, we need a distraction. Someone flying with big cool wings is a great distraction. Brutus says, what better way to distract from one heist than by pulling off another in broad daylight? They're distracting so Marigold can get in on the yacht and steal it. And in the yacht during this season, we will be able to see the Shadow logo. This means that after 4 years, Midas is finally back with his group. And maybe we can help Marigold get into the underworld and steal Midas's reboot card and reboot him. And there's one more really confusing important thing. Odyssey looks very similar to the Ageless. From the very start, we were a little suspicious already, but now during this new update, when we officially get the Odyssey skin, we can tell they are definitely related. At least somehow, because the Ageless is Geno, a version of Geno that was younger that made a snapshot of himself. But when you look at her description, it says an ageless adventurer, and this is very significant. Not only do their clothes look the exact same, not only are they both called ageless, but on her new style, she has the exact same helmet as the Ageless, but gold. So far, they are only related because of the way they look and are spoken about, but maybe they will have some more connections later in the line. Regardless, this should mean that Geno is going to return eventually. And there's another important thing to mention about Midas. Do you remember in Chapter 4, Season 4, when Cato Thorn came to the island? He had a lot of relics and special things in his lair, and he somehow managed to collect Midas's arm. Well, if you look at the new Midas skin, we actually can see that he has a prosthetic arm. This confirms that Cato went all the way down to the underworld just to steal his stinking arm. And that's not even it. There is so much Midas lore this season. Because the floor's lava is returning with Midas. The whole entire island is going to be covered in lava, but not only lava, it is golden lava. There will be plenty of free rewards for this LTM, but I'm confused how Midas got his hands on the lava. Fortnite have supposedly added a backstory to Midas. They are using something called the Storyteller to explain Midas's story. It starts off with saying, once upon a time there was a powerful king doomed by his greed. He received a gift, all that he touched would turn to gold. A gift or a curse. Once upon a time, a golden king could not eat or drink, for all that he had touched turned to gold. He never ate nor drank, but some say he still wonders. Once upon a time, a golden king transformed his young daughter into gold. At great cost, he returned her to life, but her trust was forever broken. Once upon a time, a golden king turned his rose garden to gold. The blooms were beautiful but cold. The king looked upon them and felt nothing. I don't know where exactly they found this, but supposedly these are leaked voice lines in the files. And if that's the case, this is insane. The reason Jules isn't the biggest fan of Midas recently is because he turned her to gold. Maybe the reason he was even in the underworld was because he had to return the favor and maybe go to the underworld in order to save her life. This is obviously the classic Greek mythology Midas story, but this is the first time we've ever heard it told in Fortnite. For the longest time, Midas has kind of had a 50-50 kind of thing, because we've seen him use the golden touch willingly, and then we've also seen him hold things that don't get turned to gold. But I think this is Charlie Wynn setting it in stone that Midas struggles with this, and that he can't control the golden touch. But what do you guys think about this new season's storyline? I'm glad we finally get some backstory on Midas. I'm going to be streaming later and giving away a V-Bucks gift card, so use code PBJ and join the stream.